Make sure you don't forget to go get my book. That's right, The 48 Laws of the Game. The 48 Laws of the Game, Pimpology. All you gotta do is go to audible.com and type in my name. If you still one of those old school persons, just go to amazon.com, go to Barnes & Noble's, Target, Walmart, anywhere books are sold, and you get the hard copy or the paperback. And also, every Monday, we at the Ice Bar, 5456 Fairview Road. That's right, currently. In this month, we is currently in
to cover here today, and we want to see if we can make sense of what's going on in our community.
Absolutely.
And in this country. I want to start by asking you, where were you born and raised?
Well, I was born in Chicago, Illinois. Initially, I was raised in the Robert Taylor Projects, 4759 South Federal. Then we eventually moved out to the Miners, 103rd and Jeffrey. Things was getting kind of difficult. My father got into it with the Black Panthers. They had beat him extremely bad, and my mother said it was time to go. So we ended up going to Milwaukee. You know, that's where I pretty much learned a lot of the things that I know in life. And that's basically it, you know. And from Milwaukee, I went to school, you know.
Why did they attack your father?
Well, my father was a crooked dice shooter. And what he would do, he would shoot bad dice, and he got caught. And he just so happened to do it on some Black Panthers. And I was telling Chairman Fred Hampton about this. We were talking when he was at my facility in Atlanta. I was explaining to him, I said, you know, it's ironic that you're a Black Panther and you're coming to speak to my hip-hop fraternity organization, and your people beat my father up.
So that stemmed from, we could say, a street situation.
Yeah, Pops he was street.
So let me ask you this. What do you see the difference in viewing that picture of your father in that time? The difference between that and today?
Well, ironically speaking, you know, my father was my hero. Of course, I assume those who were fortunate enough to grow up with a father, you know, the father is generally the first teacher, you know, he teaches you everything. And when I look at it in that era of time, I mean, that was like severe. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, you know, if somebody do what my father did today, they would probably be murdered. So I think the time from then into now is that most of our people back then were pretty much coming from the South, you know. I call it the Great Migration. Mm-hmm. And in that era of time, you know, they still had Southern ways. And, you know, it wasn't as violent as it was up here, up north. So, you know, the difference was, you know, I think that they were, at that point, it was still family. It was still, you know, our people still communicate with each other. We still had family outings and barbecues and stuff like that. Now I think all that has been just devoided, and right now we're on a rampage, you know, as a community.
Where is your family originally from?
Oxford, Mississippi.
Oxford, Mississippi. What type of climate was that?
Yes, my grandfather was he was a sharecropper. And for a lot of people to understand is that at one time, you know, after slavery, they had what you call like different contracts with the ex-slave masters.
To rent the land?
No, it was pretty much like a contract, you know. Instead of you just leaving the plantation, you would have to work, and you could work for land, you could work for whatever. Okay. It was a contract that you and the sharecropper or the person that owned the farm would agree to. So my grandfather, he worked for this gentleman, and he was able to procure 160 acres of land, which that land is still in the Ivy dynasty right now. So my grandfather was a very strict man. He was very abusive towards my father. He would beat him profusely if him and the 18 kids my grandmama had.
Wow. So
they grow up in a big family, and I was fortunate enough, you know, being from Chicago, to go down there every summer. And, you know, they had pigs and chickens, and it was a real farm. We had horses. You know, we had a lot of land. We had our own pond back there, so we basically grew our own food. and stuff like that. And my grandfather was very business minded. So that had translated to my father. So even though my father was in the streets, he still owned clubs and bars, and he was a businessman. And that may explain why, I became a businessman, because it was kind of like genetically.
Well, I mean, that happened with me. I wanted to go in business because of a few people in my family that I saw who had went in that direction, and I saw the benefit of it.
Absolutely.
So what caused your grandparents or your parents to move north?
Well, one of my uncles had, Uncle Earl came up here. He got a job at General Motors. And another one of my uncles my Uncle David went to Milwaukee and got a job at A.L. Smith, which is like a factory type job. And so the word spread it throughout the South that, the opportunity was up north. So all of them migrated up north to get jobs. But I don't know if you know much about the South, but in the South, a lot of the guys, the con men and the hustler would go through there and they would hustle. And a lot of times, in order to hustle, they had to befriend a country dude. So they would befriend people like my uncle and my father, and they would hustle with them, and they taught them to hustle. So when they came to the city, they already had the game, so they had to hustle. So that along with a job opportunity and the hustle, they would come up here and they would hustle these guys, because, a lot of people think that people in Chicago or the city people were city slickers, but they were actually, in so many cases, country dumb.
Yeah.
And so a lot of country people come up here and swindle the city guys, ironically speaking. So, that's what my father now did. It was an opportunity to hustle the city slickers and play the country boy role, and they was able to get up on them and play them a little slicker, a little faster, so that was one of the primary things that they did. And then, my mother, she worked in the factories, and then a lot of my cousins and uncles, they worked in the factories, and that was one of the reasons why they came up here. Where I eventually moved to Milwaukee, we had a lot of OG females, that gambled, that sold drugs, that ran businesses and stuff like that, and we would call them OGs, like she our OG, because she was a hustler, and my definition of OG is a person who goes, we call it, like even in certain things, you say, oh, he used to be a P. Oh, he ain't a P no more, he's a Mac. So you go from P into Mac, and so once you get into that Mac status, it's all about, opening up businesses. It's about, telling the kids to stay out of trouble, go to school. You go from being an OOO, an operation officer of nothing, to a CEO, a chief operation officer.
Yes.
You become an executive in the streets, and that's what makes you an OG. You can make executive, or what they say, OG calls. So to me, OG is an executive, a person who has pretty much pivoted into another level of understanding.
Exactly.
Another level of conducting business. Because OG, 9 times out of 10, is the one that usually stopped the murder in the hood, because he have that experience of being in and out of jail. He have that experience, or she have that experience of being in and out of trouble. They didn't sold drugs, they did everything. So now, they're OG. Or they could just be, OG could be like, I got guys in my community in particular who are businessmen, who never been to jail, who never participated in crime, but they are OGs because they say, OG, how did you do it? Well, get you some real estate. OG, how did you do it? You get you some property, you do this, you do that. And they OGs too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Say what's up, man. It's your boy Charleston White, man. I'm just letting y'all know I accept my nomination for comedy over the year with the Hip Hop Fraternity and the Nietzsche Ugly Money Comedy Award. What's up, my nigga? Oh, you see it? Yeah, you see it. Black Jewelers. Yeah, Black Jeweler. Yeah.
It bounce when she walk. Mike Fresh in the building, you hear me? April 7th, HHF Ugly Money. HHF Ugly Money Awards is going down April 7th. Man, look. I just rocked T.I. Club, tore that bit upside down. I just seen Tip say that he was finna be at the Ugly Money Awards. It's going down. If you ain't coming, something wrong with you, for real, for real. Shout out Pimpin King, HHF Ugly Money Awards, April 7th, we out.
Okay, I'm gonna give you.
Bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk. It bounce when she walk, it clap when she walk, clap when she walk, clap when she walk. proud when she shaking ass everywhere, ass everywhere, ass everywhere. She shaking ass everywhere, ass everywhere, yeah, ass everywhere. This in the F, no my bitch ain't gonna well. Don't you dare, compare take it up. Well hood, cause my main bitch will beat a bitch up. Talk stupid, play pussy, get fucked. Ain't nobody out there fucking with us. Bow, bow, cause my main bitch will beat a bitch up. Yeah, cause my main bitch will beat a bitch up. Big booty bitch from the south. She a freak, would knock a bitch out. Bow, bow, had a foursome with her kid. They was hogging on his dick, so she told all the hoes to get out. Get the fuck, then we fuck till the sun came up. Ooh,
Hey, say what's happening, man. TIP the King Good. Hey, listen, man. On behalf of myself, Grand Hustle, I accept the HHF Awards. Hey, thank you to Ken and all of the pimps and players that had a hand in this award. You hear what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. Ugly Money, everybody. All the money. You understand? Appreciate y'all, man.
Hey man, say man, you already know what I'm finna say, man. It's the kid that did, not the kid that didn't. The reason why the sauce word was written, the master, the pastor, the him in Alaska to make the bread come faster. And I will be at the 2024 Hip Hop Fraternity Awards. I accept my nomination for Album of the Year, the kid that did, spitting this game for a motherfucking lame, if you know what I'm saying, man. Salute the Pimpin Ken, it's the dripping twin, and we're gonna be out there once again. Oi.
Yeah, what's up? This your boy Lil J from Crime Mob, and we performing our greatest motherfucking hit, Nup If You Buck, at the HHF Ugly Money Hip Hop Awards. You dig what I'm saying? We coming there. Pimpin Ken gonna be there, the J gonna be there, Crime Mob gonna be there, T.I. and others. Y'all come up. Y'all pull out the whips. All y'all ladies come up, be sexy. We gonna have some great fun. It's gonna be lit. You know what I'm talking about? 8 times, stay down.
Yo, this Cat, I accept my nomination for the HHF Ugly Money Award, Big Cat Records, you know what I mean? Respect.
Yo, man, it's Dope Boy Juice, man. HHF Ugly Money Awards, man. Y'all know what time it is. Pop out, man. I will be nominated as Most Consistent Artist of the Year. So, man, I will be performing also. So, man, make sure y'all pop out. Stay tuned, man. Shout out to Pimpin Ken, man. Y'all know what it is.
What's going on, man? Hey, Hip Hop Fraternity is going down, man. The Red Sun, we in the building. Yeah. Hey, what's happening? It's your boy, the Red Deshaun, and I formally accept my nomination for the Hip Hop Fraternity Award. Yeah!
Man, you know what time it is, boy, this young fly, man. I do accept my award of the hip hop fraternity. Hey, man, dedicated to this badass dig, huh?
What's up, man? It's your boy Big Sam, Eastside Boys, man. That's right, April 7th, I'm in the building, man. Accepting my award. HHF, y'all all know what it is, man. The biggest award show. It's going down, man. And I'm hit the stage, turn that thing out. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I'm about to go get on my bike and head home.
This your boy Juba the Great, and look, I accept my award, because I'm winning this one for the Hip Hop Fraternity with my dog Pimpin Ken. We go way back, you know what I'm saying? Juba.
What's up, man? It's the Eastside Boys. It's your boy Lil Bo. It's your boy Big Sam. Y'all already know, man. We're going to be at that award show, man, with HHF and Ugly Money. It's going down, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, April 7th, Ugly Money. We told y'all, man, we already smashed last year. Ugly Money Hip Hop Summit was I'm talking about a movie. We went all the way up there. But this year, Hip Hop Fraternity, they combine it. Like I told you, Ugly Money, and you already know. King Futuristic Leland, Mr. Put that stuff on. You feel me? We'll be headlining. Futuristic Love, Pimpin Ken, thank you for the opportunity. Ugly Money, you know we coming to tear the stage up. April 7th, y'all know where y'all need to be. King Lingo.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl T-Boss, Cash Money Princess, and I will be performing live at the HHF Ugly Money Awards on April 7th. Shout out to Bird Minister for signing.